Why is it important to publish in a journal, in an international journal especially?
I think is the most important thing nowadays, not only to publish, but to do some research, because nowadays what we must provide to our patient is not only a good work, a good clinical work, but also as an evidence-based treatment. So I think that not only publishing, but having something to be published on the basis of good research is the most important thing and the most important benefit for our patients.
And what is your research about specifically?
I'm a medical doctor, but I become a medical doctor to become an orthodontist. I love orthodontics, and orthodontics is my passion. I have two topics where I do my research, not only clinical, but also doing some investigation. The first one is treatment in the mixed dentition, treatment on the young kids in the first phase of the mixed dentition, and I have a lot of satisfaction in treating this patient because I really understood that it's a time of the dentition where treatment can be very effective, but also minimally invasive and very efficient, with an ideal cost-benefit ratio. So it is since at least 20 years that I'm very involved in doing clinical and real research on this field, and after 20 years I can say that I'm quite satisfied about the result of this treatment. So early treatment is my first focus. The second topic I'm very interested in is interdisciplinary treatment, how to combine orthodontics detailed procedures with the other discipline of dentistry, periodontist and restorative dentistry. And in this field I focused a special topic, which is the missing lateral incisors. So I'm lecturing around the world, and I'm studying and I'm doing some research about treatment which specifically is focused to the space closure, looking for excellence in case of missing lateral incisors.
I think you also published an article in European Journal of Clinical Orthodontics.
Yeah, I've been publishing some articles on the JCO with my teacher and mentor, Dr. Bjorn Zachrisson. We wrote three, I think, very interesting articles about the clinical procedures. Then with Dr. Davide Mirabella and Dr. Kopic, we published an interesting paper on the European Journal of Orthodontics. And we were able to demonstrate that all the patients with missing lateral incisors have small teeth. So the necessity of taking care also of the size of the teeth and the reason why sometimes we close the spaces and they relapse. So the reason is that they have small teeth, so the necessity of building up sometimes also the central incisor. And then we are publishing now, I hope, on the American Journal of Orthodontics, a long-term research about periodontal stability, about long-term health after space closure in case of missing lateral incisors. So I'm really older, but quite satisfied with what we did in the last 20 years, yes.
What do you think will be the future of orthodontics? Especially here, we are in Riga, in Latvia, and we see a lot of Russian attendees from Eastern and Northern Europe, and they're all very excited, and some of them are very interested in the new techniques. What do you think will be the future?
The future, for sure, is high-tech technology. Now everybody speaks about 3D and how to use the digital tools, but I think that the future is not only high-tech and 3D sophisticated digital procedures. I think that the future is going back to the fundamental issues of orthodontics, how to understand and how to plan growth, how to really solve the basic problem, because sometimes being focused only on high-tech and digital procedures let the orthodontist forget how important is what was published in the last 40 years, and there are some fundamental articles which are still so alive, so fundamental. In my opinion, much more than the high-tech, much more than the 3D and digital tools. So I think that the future is the capability to let the young orthodontists understand that high-tech doesn't mean high-quality orthodontics.
Thank you.